I got another box and it's filled with nothing but blue hate. Hello Tarantula lovers, I'm Alex and you're watching Tarantula Haven. I've been running around after work excited and trying to take care of stuff because even though this box was expected, I didn't have everything that I needed in order to accommodate these tarantulas. So I was running around to different stores looking for tubs to put them in. I did not have enough substrate mixed up, so I had to mix up substrate. So now my hands are dirty and I've just been kind of taking care of all this stuff in order to unbox this package and put these tarantulas in. And I can't get to the tarantulas because I have to have everything ready beforehand. So anyway, the reason I say blue hate is because these are all old world tarantulas. They are very spicy tarantulas and they are blue, as you can imagine. So I'm really excited to get into it. This box comes to me from my friend Luis Roque or Roque. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I hope I am. If not, I apologize. But we've been friends for a little while on Facebook, communicating back and forth. And he runs the Facebook page Arachnido, which is dedicated to arachnid taxonomy and other things that are arachnid related, which is pretty cool. And I'll post a link down below in the description in case you're interested. But this whole thing has been in the making for about a year. And last year he had contacted me, and I believe it was around February or January, and he told me that he had some tarantulas that he was downsizing, that he wanted to downsize his collection, and he wanted to know if I was interested in some of his tarantulas. So there was some cool specimens on there that I was very interested in. So I was actually planning a trip to Miami, which is where he lives, during that time period. Well, March is when our spring break is, and that's when I was planning on going. Well, the whole thing was just bad timing altogether because when I was on spring break, he was on a trip to Europe. So I wasn't able to go down there. Not to mention, we never returned back to school after spring break because that's when the whole COVID-19 thing happened and we were on lockdown. So it just never happened, and it was all bad timing and things just kind of fell apart and we never did it. Well, he contacted me not too long ago and asked me if I was interested in some mature males that he had. And one of them was a P. metallica, which I was definitely interested in because I have a couple of females that are ready to breed. So that's been a dream of mine to breed P. metallicas. So hopefully that will happen. And I told him, yes, I was interested in the P. metallica. And he said, I still have some tarantulas that I'm downsizing. Would you be interested in some of them? And he gave me a list of what he had. Well, there were a few tarantulas that I was interested in. So I said, yeah, I'm interested in these. And he said, okay, well, I'll send them to you and you just pay for shipping. So deal. And that's exactly what happened. And now I have them and I'm super excited to get into them because one of them is a species that I do not have. And the other is one that I have a sling of, but I never get to see it. So I'm anxious to see what an adult specimen looks like. So let's go ahead and get on with the unboxing and see what I got. All right, so I've already popped open the box and had a peek at everybody because I picked this up during my lunch break and I was anxious to make sure that everybody was okay. So I'll spare you the whole unboxing and pulling everything out. But he did include a letter in here and I want to share that with you. It says, Dear Alex, thank you for providing these guys with what I am confident will be a fantastic home. I've been downsizing my collection, Old World, and I can't think of a better person to care for and appreciate these beautiful specimens. This hobby has provided me with an opportunity to meet a vast number of people, but very few that I can genuinely call a friend. And you're very much on that short list. All the best, my friend, Luis Roque. So yes, thank you so much, Luis. I really appreciate it, and I'm honored to be on that short list. And I definitely will provide them with as best a home as I can and take care of them as best as I can, and maybe even breed them in the future. I would love to pair these and get some babies from them if that is something that presents itself in the near future. So thank you so much, Luis. I really appreciate it. All right, so let's go ahead and pull these guys out. And like I said, I've already popped them open to make sure that everybody was okay, and everybody was. So let me put this away and we'll get down to it. Okay, I'm sure you're all anxious to know what I've gotten. First of all, I've got a Bacillotheria metallica, and this is a mature male. I've got a couple of females that are ready, so I am anxious to breed them and see if I can produce some baby P metallicas. Up next is the Cereopagopus lividus, formerly known as the Haplopelma lividum, and I think that name is still under debate. I hear a lot of people arguing over it, but regardless, it is commonly known as the Cobalt blue, and I do have one sling of this species that was given to me by Nate of Micro Wilderness, and I have never had this species before up until that, and now I am in possession of an adult female, so let's see what that looks like. Up next is the Chilobrachys discolus, commonly known as the Vietnam blue, and this is a species that I've never had before, and an interesting thing is that he sent me two. And you can see this one has made his way out, and he told me that one of them is a beautiful chocolate brown color, and when he bought it, it was purchased as a discolus, but also it is known as a species Burma, which is commonly known as the Burma chocolate brown. So that's kind of an interesting thing. I've never even heard of that, so I'm very anxious to see what it looks like. For these guys, I'm not going with anything fancy because it was kind of a rush job. I got them in. I didn't have anything to put them in. So I picked up these tubs because they have plenty of depth and I can put substrate in here so that they can burrow down into. They are fossorial, so they will spend most of their time underground, but they do come out to the mouth of the burrow. Maybe later on, if I feel like I want to see them more or if I want them on display, I might pick up something that could accommodate them a little bit better, or I may even make something custom. I'm kind of a DIY guy anyway, and I like doing stuff like that, so maybe I would make a custom enclosure that could accommodate a fossorial species, because it seems like a lot of the ones that are out right now don't really accommodate fossorials except for maybe just a regular aquarium, and we all know that that does not provide adequate ventilation. So we'll see. That's something for the future, but right now we're sticking with an old Sterlite tub. Alright, so let's start out with the specimen that kicked this whole thing off, and that was the P metallica, mature male. And I've already had experience with these guys, so I'm not too worried about what to expect. So let me pull this out. Alright, so you can see them in there. Let's get some better light on that. Alright, so you can see him in there, and I'll go ahead and pull him out and get him into his enclosure. For him, I'm putting him in a mainstay jar, and I didn't have anything better for him, so he should be just fine. More than likely he'll end up cohabitating with one of my females for a little bit, and hopefully he should be fine. I usually Shark Tank my males with my females, and they do very well because I put them in a larger enclosure where they have room to move. Alright, hopefully he won't be a runner. Let's see if we can get him transferred in here without too much trouble. Alright, let's see how we can do this. Looks like he's balled up pretty tight here. So maybe I can just pull this whole thing out. And maybe use the catch cup, or use the cup he came in as a catch cup. There he is. All right. That was easy. Went right into the tube. This next one, I'm kind of concerned about how this one's going to go. They are bolty. They are fast, and they are quite defensive. This is the Cereopagopus lividus. So let's see how this one goes. That one seems to have webbed itself in. It's made a nice little web inside of the tub there. All right, so let's see how we're gonna handle this. Maybe the same way. Yeah, we're already bolting. Woo! Oh, what a gorgeous girl, though. Wow. All right, don't take off. All right. She's trying to climb up the side there. Hoping she can calm down just enough to let her crawl around. Oh, wow. All right, what a gorgeous specimen. There she is. You can see those blues starting to pop. Gorgeous. And I'm gonna close her up before she decides to bolt out of there. All right, I'm not looking forward to this one. She is already sitting out, and he said that one of them is really, really bolty. I'm hoping it's not this one. This is the Chilobrachys discolus. Real careful not to spook her. Okay, and I get the feeling that I am going to have to use the catch cup for this one. Let's see if I can get her to go up. All right, wish me luck. Oh, I see fangs already. Come on. Oh, this is not going to be pretty. Let's go. Oh, she got a hold of that stick. Woo! She is not budging. She says, you ain't getting me out of here. Not without a fight. All right, let's see. Can I pull this stuff out? I see her. She's on her back over here, trying to bite. Come on. Boo, got your leg. Boo. There you go. Whoa. All right. Now let's see if we can get her out. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh. Oh my goodness. So much anger. She hates me and we just met. All right, I couldn't tell you if this is the chocolate or not, but she is beautiful either way. All right, let's get the lid on her. All right, so far so good, guys. Last one, the other Chilobrachys discolus. And again, I don't know how this one is going to behave. I'm sure it's going to be pretty much the same as the other one. Boy, when they bolt, they bolt. It's like they just wait for that right moment and then boom. And the surprising thing is the power behind them. You can feel them banging around inside the catch cup. All right, so we're getting a little peek at this one. A little bit, ooh, I saw movement. Okay, we're not going to let this one bolt. Alright, wait for the explosion of tarantula legs everywhere. So far she's balled up. At least I can see her here. Alright, it's another layer down. Alright, here it is, the moment of truth. There we are. This one seems less inclined to bolt. It's just wanting to stay put. There we are. Oh, she's bigger. Oh. And I'm gonna assume this is the chocolate brown. That is gorgeous. Wow. That almost turned out bad. I forgot the lid outside of the room. Okay, so let's put the lid on this one. It is hot in this room, but I am sweating and I am shaking from the adrenaline. Could it be that we're all adrenaline junkies and that's why we keep the creatures we do? Whew, that one, just the explosion that it tried to bolt, and you can feel the power behind them when they shake that cup. You know, you wouldn't imagine that they have that much weight to where they can shake it in your hand like that. It's just amazing to feel that. And just they weren't as defensive as I thought they were going to be. Now, of course, yes, they were trying to bite the stick, and I'm sure they would have given me a threat posture if I would have just gotten a little bit closer or shown any kind of movement toward them or tapped them close or anything like that. But very well behaved for putting them in there after traveling and just sitting there and allowing me to record them for a little bit. Sorry you didn't get to see the P metallica very long. It just ran right into that tube and hid. So hopefully in the near future we'll have a breeding project and you'll get to see him a whole lot more with all his tapping and everything that they do. Lewis, thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. They are wonderful. It feels good to have something that I've never had before and experienced before. Hopefully I'll get to see them and they won't just burrow and be gone forever, and that's all I look at is just a hole in the dirt. So, but yeah, they are wonderful species, and I guess they're not all blue. We have a chocolate brown one, and that was really cool to see. It's something new that I've never experienced, so it's neat to have the different color variants that come from different regions. So that's the cool thing about our hobby. And before I go, don't forget to check out Arachnido on Facebook. I'll post a link down below in the description. And I don't know if he publishes on other platforms, but if he does, I'll post those links down below as well. And that does it for me tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a like. If you want to see more, subscribe. If you want to support this channel, I have a Teespring store where I sell Tarantula Haven merchandise. Special thank you to my Patreon supporters, and a very special thank you to my newest Patreon supporters, James G. Hall and Lillian Theriol. Thank you so much. Your support is greatly appreciated. And if you'd like to become a Patreon supporter yourself, I have a link down below in the description, as well as all the others. Until next time, keep loving them tarantulas, even if they're mean and hate you.